Far too often, we regulate from a location of 33 Beaver Street from a commission hearing room. We don't have an understanding of what the 180,000 drivers go through on a daily basis. It is a hard job and takes a lot of skill. Let me just say that. Why is no one trying to drive me around? What is going on? Why can't I get a trip? See? Can't get a trip. I'm still waiting. I'm available though. Was not successful today, unfortunately.
What highway takes you from the RFK Bridge to LaGuardia?
I don't remember right now. Where do I stick this? It's back here, right? Why is it not even? Do you know anyone at Arrow that can help me log into my cab? She's so drunk. She was asleep the most of the time. She was snoring audibly. Cut. I have been on the road for 6+ hours. During some of these times, I would only get 2 trips. And drivers would tell me, oh, you're not in the right part of the city. And this is a skill that is not taught, but learned by experience. And they're incredibly, incredibly resourceful. They know by talking to each other. They know where the trips are at any one time. They know when planes come in so that they can be at the airport at the right time, not at a random time like I have been at Terminal 8 waiting for a plane to come in an hour later. They know when that plane comes in and they know when to be at the airport. And so you have to be extremely knowledgeable, you have to be extremely skilled. That's how you make money in this industry. We have learned so much from the driver's perspective. Over 90% of them are immigrants. And they came here, they're going into this job so that they can create a better life for them and their families. Oftentimes, government is really hard to navigate. Just even submitting an application was hard for me, and I run the agency. And so how do we make that easier for drivers? To make sure that they can spend more time focused on what they need to do and less time focused on regulatory burdens. And so that's why we're modernizing our TLC systems. If we can help them virtually, that saves them a lot of money. They don't have to drive from the Bronx to Long Island City, which could oftentimes take 45 minutes to an hour depending on what part of the city you're in. Drug testing can sometimes be a huge burden. There's only certain sites across our city. There's no online appointment process. We're working to change that. Making sure that the education requirements are more focused on the usefulness of what it is to mean to be a driver. Be it making sure that we support wheelchair accessible vehicles and customers, making sure that we educate them on Vision Zero, making sure that these classes have the necessary tools so that they can continue to work. Simple things like this can make their lives a little bit easier. I also am the first commissioner who learned our antiquated licensing system, processing licenses. If I'm expecting all of my licensing team members to learn a system, I need to understand how hard that system is to use. This process of driving has taught me that. I'm incredibly proud of the last 3.5 years that I have been sitting in this chair to learn more, to hang out with thousands of drivers and ensure that they are core of everything that we did. And that's why we pass rules and regulations to ensure that, hey, if they're working for a high volume provider, that they need to have at least 72 hours notice before they're locked out of the platform. And once they are on the platform, that they need to work for at least 16 hours straight so that they have more confidence in making sure that they can put food on the table for them and their families. They are working hard every minute of every single day to get New Yorkers and visitors to where they need to go. But sometimes they can't control traffic. They can't control a street closure. They can't control an emergency vehicle. And so to have just a little bit of respect, a little bit of grace, and not give them that bad rating, because that bad rating might hurt their livelihoods, might hurt what they can put on the table for their kids. To say this job is easy, it is not. It is one of the hardest jobs, and I would bargain that it's even harder than being able to sit as commissioner of the Taxi and Limousine Commission.
Commissioner Cab.